Today I'm going to show you how to exercise when you're morbidly obese. And the reason I wanted to make this video is because someone who is obese may face challenges someone with a normal weight may not face, like breathing problems, joint pain, and the discomfort of the excess weight. And these physical challenges sometimes can lead to a lack of motivation or even lead to injuries. So today I want to lay out the blueprint and make it as easy as possible for you to get started, to go from being obese to being fit and healthy, and do it in a way that you're not going to hurt your body or lose motivation along the way. Now, the last thing that you want to do when you're obese is to do extreme workouts, strenuous workouts. I've noticed that some trainers will encourage you to do strenuous workouts so that you can get rapid results. But most times that usually leads to a loss of motivation, pain, and injuries. So that's not the way to go. I believe this is the best strategy to use. Now, let's say you're someone who weighs 120 kgs or more, or someone who weighs 250 lbs or more. Or maybe you're short and you weigh 100 kilograms or 200 pounds, and you just can't do most of the workouts that you find online. Even my workouts, which are very low impact, you may struggle to do them, maybe because of breathing problems or just joint pain. So these are the strategies that you should use if you're in such a situation. And the first thing that you need to do is get a pedometer. A pedometer is a device for tracking your steps. It can be anything. It can be a watch, a wristband like the one I'm wearing. It can be an app in your phone, but I recommend getting one that you wear as a watch, because that way you get to track all the steps that you've walked in an entire day. The reason why you need this is for tracking your level of activity. Your steps will show you how active you are. Let's say you wear it on the first day and you only notice that you've only walked 500 steps. Now that's low. You need to increase it to be able to get results from walking and to be able to burn more calories. So by wearing a pedometer, you'll know how active you are. So this is vital. Don't just invest in it. Don't ignore this point. Make sure that you have a pedometer. Now the next step is to start walking. Walking is a fairly easy exercise, but if you're morbidly obese, you may struggle to walk because of maybe joint pain and breathing problems. And maybe you can only walk for like 5 minutes or 10. That's okay. That will still give you results. So what you want to do with walking is track your steps with the pedometer. And when you go for a walk, if you can only do 10 minutes, do that. Don't push yourself when you're getting started. If you get to a point where you feel like you're losing breath, your joints are hurting, just stop. Stop for that day. If you just walk for 10 minutes, that's okay. You can either just walk for 10 minutes a day and keep increasing your duration or your steps. So let's say you only walk for 10 minutes and you're only able to walk like 2,000 steps. 2K steps, right? So if you're only able to walk 2,000 steps, the next day you can add 200 steps or even 100 steps and keep increasing the steps. Now, if you really want to push yourself, I don't recommend pushing yourself in one walk. What you can do is you can walk for 10 minutes in the morning and 10 minutes in the evening, and then keep increasing the duration of those walks. Walking is going to give you a lot of benefits. It's going to improve your breathing. It's going to improve your cardiovascular endurance, strengthen you, and even improve your flexibility so that you can do more challenging exercises. The idea is not just to stick to walking. Here we are going to do it progressively. So walking is the first step. Then the second step, and the third step here, this is not a must. This is optional. Get a stationary bike. There's a specific reason for this. A stationary bike is very easy on the joints because you're simply sitting. So there's no pressure on your hips and on your back and on your knees as well. As long as you cycle when you're maintaining an upright position and maintaining the right posture, you're not going to hurt your joints. So a stationary bike will help a lot. Let's say you're the type of person who loves to watch TV a lot or watch movies. So what you can do is, as you watch the movie, you can just be cycling slowly and burning calories. This is optional, but it will help a lot if you have it. because you can just be doing it while you're sitting in the house instead of just lying on the couch. So this is something to consider, but it's not a must. Then number 4, do stair climbing. Now, stair climbing may feel like torture if you are overweight and you're struggling to walk just on flat ground. So what I would advise you do is hold on to the rails. So when you're just climbing the stairs, hold on to the rails for support. And that way, you'll be able to do it in a much more effective way, and you'll be able to do it much longer. With the stair climbing, the benefits that you'll get from here first is building muscle, and also core strength. It will strengthen your core. So once you're able to walk comfortably, let's say for like 30 minutes every day, now you advance to stair climbing. But don't do it if you feel like it's hurting your knees. If it's hurting your knees, just skip it altogether and just focus on cycling. If you can't cycle, now I would advise you take this a notch higher and walk for like 45 minutes or an hour. And you do this gradually. Don't just get too excited and feel, oh, I have to get rapid results. Because if you do that, it's going to lead to injuries and demotivation. So do it gradually. As I said, you increase the steps by 100 or 200, depending on how fit you are. Now, once you're able to do stair climbing and do it for like 20 minutes, you'll be very fit. And from there on, now you can start doing my workouts on YouTube. I'm not saying you do just any workouts, but my workouts, because most of them are low impact, especially the walking workouts. They are very doable. Even if you're obese and you're at a point where you now have the endurance to exercise for like 20 minutes, you'll be able to do most of these workouts. And the good thing is that form is not very important in these workouts, because for one, there's no bending, so there's no way you're going to hurt your spine. They are standing workouts, and you can just do, as long as you're moving, you're still going to benefit from the workouts. Now with my workouts, I have cardio and strength. Now here you have to be very strategic. Once you start doing these workouts, I advise you focus mainly on cardio. You focus mainly on cardio for one reason. It's easy to do. Cardio is easy to do than strength training. Here what you're trying to do is avoid or overcome that mental block that you may have, that mental barrier that keeps us from exercising. Because if you're sitting on the couch and you're thinking to yourself, this workout is just going to be very intense, it's going to hurt my thighs, it's going to be painful, chances are you won't do it. But if you're doing a cardio workout which is very light and doable, that mental barrier won't be there. So this is the main reason why you should focus mainly on cardio when you're just starting out on these workouts. So you can do these cardio workouts for like four days a week. Then you do strength training one day a week, 1 day or 2 days at most, when you're just starting out. Now this is where you're at a point where you can exercise for like 20 minutes non-stop, because my cardio workouts are non-stop. So if you can do that and do that for like a month, now you can change the training regimen. You can change it to where you're doing cardio 3 days a week and this 2 days a week. I'm assuming you'll be working out 5 days a week. And then once as you get slimmer and fitter, you now focus more on strength. Let's say you get to a point where now your body fat percentage is below 15, or let's say below 20, below 18%. If your percentage is below 18, now you focus more on strength training, because it will help you build muscle. And if you want a flat stomach, you have to do lots of strength training. So when you get to that point, start doing cardio twice and strength training thrice a week. As for the duration of your sessions, at this point, you should be doing 30 minutes, at least 30 minutes every day. If you do one of my 20-minute workouts, repeat it so that it totals to 40 minutes. The other thing that you need to do is maximize on weekends. So let's say you're doing these on weekdays. You're doing, let's say, from Monday, you're doing the workout Monday and Tuesday, then resting on Wednesday, doing again Thursday and Friday, and maybe on Saturday. So on Sunday, you maximize on walking. Walk for 1 hour. But realize that this is not when you're starting out. This is when you're already fit. This is when you've overcome those challenges of breathing and the joint pain and just the excess weight. You've lost weight. So once you've lost the excess weight and you are at maybe below 100 kilograms or below 200 pounds, now you can start using this approach of cardio and strength training. So basically that is it. As long as you stay consistent and do my workouts and do the walking and keep tracking your progress along the way to make sure that you don't fall back and stop being active, you're going to get results. The idea is to be progressive. Never push yourself when you're starting out. Just start easy. And the other thing I would advise against doing is doing isolation exercises. Isolation exercises are exercises like planks. Planks mainly target your abdominal muscles. They don't target many muscle groups at the same time. So basically avoid any exercise where you're lying on the floor or just your hands are resting on the floor, and mainly do standing workouts, because when you're standing you engage the most muscles. When you do a squat you engage your quadriceps, your hamstrings, your glutes, your ab muscles, your back muscles as well. So do such exercises. Standing workouts. Now for you to be able to get rapid results with this, you need a diet plan, because when you have a diet plan you lose weight much faster, and when you lose weight exercise becomes easier because you have less resistance. One of the things that makes exercise challenging when someone is overweight is the resistance, the excess weight that you're carrying. It's like carrying someone else on your shoulders. It just makes the exercises more challenging. So when you get rid of that person, it becomes easier to exercise. So make sure that your diet is on point. Now, if you don't have a diet plan, join the 6 weeks weight loss challenge. Many people have had success with this program. I show you exactly what to eat in every meal for 6 weeks. And to join this challenge, all you need to do is click the link in the description below. And once you get the program, you'll get workouts and a diet plan. If you're morbidly obese right now, chances are you won't be able to do all the workouts in that routine. So what I would advise is you follow the diet plan and still stick to the tips that I've just shared with you here. And when you do that, you'll find that you will sail all your way to a fit, strong, and sexy body. So I hope the video was helpful to you. If you like it, share it with your friends. I'll see you in the next video. And also leave a comment below, let me know what you think. See you in the next video.